Hello and welcome. I'm Tauni at Yoga 413, and today we're going to be doing a 45-minute Vinyasa flow practice. I've included a few balance postures as well as some twists. I will always give you some alternatives or some modifications, so I just encourage you to make this practice your own. We're going to begin in an easy seated position on our mat, so when you're ready, let's get started. So seated on your mat, sitting up tall, I invite you to close your eyes. As you begin to arrive on your mat, letting go of any distractions around you or anything that might be weighing on your mind today. Begin to lengthen and deepen your breath, inhaling and exhaling through your nose. Bringing your hands to your heart center. May this practice be a blessing to you physically, mentally, and emotionally. May we have gratitude for our bodies and our time on the mat. I invite you to set your own personal intention for your practice. Let's open the eyes, take the hands to the knees. We're going to flow through some seated cow and cat. So as you inhale, begin to turn your gaze up, open your heart. And then exhale, round the spine, chin to chest. Again, inhale, open. And exhale, round back. At your own pace. Just beginning to awaken all those muscles around the spine. One more cycle of breath. Let's sit up tall, drop your right ear to that right shoulder, and then gently press down through the palm of the left hand. Releasing and switching sides, left ear drops, pressing through that right hand. Taking a gentle stretch here for your neck. Lifting up and then dropping the chin to the chest. Taking the eyes up to the ceiling, gently just open up the throat. And then dropping the chin. We're going to move to all fours, so coming into your tabletop position. I want you to rise up onto your knees. Extend that right leg out to your side, moving into gate pose, reaching that left arm up and over, taking a gentle stretch for the side body. Lifting up, taking your hands to the mat, we're going to go into puppy dog pose with that leg extended. So gently reaching those arms out, dropping the chest, or maybe even the chin to the mat. Begin to walk the hands back in. Bring the knee back and come up. Extending the left leg out, gate pose, reaching that right arm over and across. Lifting up, walking out into that puppy dog pose. Never worry about how deep you get into a stretch, just that you feel Start to walk those hands back in. Coming back to all fours. Extend that right arm forward and left leg back for bird dog pose, or sometimes called spinal balance. Lengthen that spine. Belly's lifting up and in. Releasing and switching sides. Let's release and step the feet back for our first plank pose. So anytime we're in a plank, remember you are welcome to drop your knees into that supported position. Just keep lengthening through the back of that neck so your eyes are slightly forward, pressing back through those heels. Now move into down dog, lifting our hips up and back. Let's begin to pedal out our feet. Again, just adding gentle movement as we begin to warm the body. Now let's find our down dog, find stillness, find that stretch. Moving forward into plank pose. Let's drop the knees to the mat, supported plank, and gently with the elbows going towards the waist, bend and come all the way down. Lifting our chest for a baby cobra pose. Elbows are bent. Releasing down, pressing back to a child's pose. Taking a moment in our child's pose to know we can come here at any time throughout the practice. You never need permission to rest. Coming back forward, arriving in down dog. Begin to walk the feet to the top of your mat. Take a breath and lengthen the spine with that inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold forward, relax your head and neck, and gently turn the head side to side, forward and back. And then cradle those elbows in the opposite palms, coming into ragdoll pose. And again, find stillness or maybe gently sway side to side. Beginning to lengthen all down the back side of the body. Coming to the center and finding stillness. Releasing those elbows, we're going to roll up one vertebrae at a time, pulling those belly muscles in. Arriving in Tadasana at the top of our mat. We're going to flow through Surya Namaskar A or Sun Salutation A. Begin to reach your arms up with the inhale. As you exhale, hinge forward and fold. Lengthen the spine, Ardha Uttasana. Exhale and fold, Uttasana. Stepping back to your plank pose. Let's take the knees to the mat. Lower halfway down for supported Chaturanga. All the way down to the mat, draw your heart forward and up for Cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Stepping the right foot forward and then the left, lengthen the spine. And fold. Inhale, rise up strong with a flat back this time, overhead. Hands come to the heart center. Inhale, reaching the arms up. Forward fold. Inhale, half lift. And fold. Stepping back to our plank pose, choosing knees up or down. If they're up, shift forward, lower that halfway down for Chaturanga. Flipping the feet over, press those arms straight, upward facing dog. Cobra is your option. Down dog. On that inhale, bring the left foot forward, then the right, and lengthen the spine. And fold. Inhale, rise up, high mountain pose. Bringing the hands to the heart center. Let's do that one more time through as we warm the body. Inhale, reaching up. Exhale, fold forward. Create space in the spine, lengthen. And fold. Stepping back to plank. Shift forward, Chaturanga, being mindful, shoulders, elbows drop into alignment, moving into your back bend. Exhale, down dog. Stepping to the top of your mat, lengthen the spine, and fold. Bend your knees. Let's drop into chair pose, reaching your arms up over your head. You're always welcome to take them to the heart or even to the thighs if you want those more supported options. Let's bring the hands to the heart and stand up. Our first balance. Connect that right foot to the floor. Pull the left knee up to the chest. So choose to stay or extend the arms up and the leg out for standing staff. Bringing the hands to the heart, bend the knees right back into chair. Shifting the weight to that left foot, pull the knee to the chest. Find balance, find patience, and then extend arms and leg, standing staff. Hands to heart, chair pose. We're going to try that one more time, keeping that right foot connected. Knee to chest, arms extend, leg extend, standing staff. Start to bend that knee. We're going to step back to warrior lunge. Let's tuck that pelvis under, bend both elbows, drop that knee towards the mat. And then straighten that back leg, straighten the arms over the head, warrior lunge. Front knee over ankle. Now begin to circle your arms back and straighten that forward leg. We're going to come into pyramid pose with that back heel lifted. Really lengthen through the crown of the head down towards that foot. Begin to shift your weight forward, lifting into our standing split. Start to move the feet down to the mat, right back into chair pose, hands to heart, hips drop. Let's try all of that on the other side. Standing tall, bringing that right knee to the chest and extending for standing staff. Remember, your option is to keep the knee bent, hands to heart. Knee to chest, step back, find warrior lunge. Bend the back knee, draw the elbows in. And then straighten that back leg, arms up over your head. Circle and straighten that forward leg. It's a different version here of pyramid with that heel lifted. Breathe into that hamstring. Shifting your weight forward, standing split. Bringing that foot back to the mat. Chair pose, hands to heart. Let's add on to this series, final add-on, standing up, extend, standing staff. Your left leg extends out in front of you. Knee to chest, step back, crescent lunge. Circle those arms, straighten that forward leg, back heel stays lifted. Pyramid pose. Shifting forward, standing split. So we're going to go back to pyramid pose, but we're going to do the more traditional version with the heel down. So back foot about 45 degrees. Coming into pyramid pose. So I have a block handy. I always have one with me when I practice. Just breathe here. Now choose to stay right here. We're going to go into a twist of revolving triangle. Taking that right arm up. And gently twisting. So some options are to stay in pyramid or just take that right hand up to your hip. Trying to keep those hips as level as you can. To release out of whatever pose you're in. This time step back for plank pose. Shift forward, Chaturanga. Upward facing dog. Exhale, down dog. Take a few long deep breaths here. Check in. When you're ready, look forward, step or float, feet forward. Bend your knees, chair pose. Let's try all of that on the other side. So drawing that right knee up and extend, standing staff. Knee to chest, reach back, crescent lunge. Circling the arms, pyramid pose, heel lifted if you choose, adds a little bit more of a balance challenge. Shifting forward, standing split. So really warming up these hamstrings here in the beginning of class. Now nice and careful, we're going to step back, heel down, find pyramid pose. Hips level, use that block if you need to. Stay here or lengthen and twist into revolve triangle. Taking the hand down, let's step back for plank, flowing through the half series, or choosing to go to down dog. Just take time here to check in with your breath, check in with your body. Stepping forward to the top of your mat. Lengthen that spine, half lift, and fold. Inhale, rise up. Bringing the hands to the heart. Let's do another series of poses. So we're going to keep our hands right here at our heart center. Bend both knees back into that chair pose. So now we're going to do standing pigeon. So right foot stays connected. I want you to flex that left foot. Place that ankle right above the knee. Standing pigeon. Knee to chest, stand up tall. From here, warrior two, so open up to the side. Take that big step back. Take your time here to find your pose. Again, knee over ankle. Typically a heel to arch alignment. Arms extend. Take that right palm up and reach back for reverse warrior. Rebending into that right knee. Lifting all the way up, straighten that forward leg, triangle pose. Lifting up, reverse triangle. Circle your arms to the mat. Step back for plank. Half series flow or step back to down dog. Looking forward, bringing the feet to the top of your mat and fold. Drop your hips, sit back into chair pose. Hands to heart, shift your weight to that left foot, flex the right ankle over knee, standing pigeon. Knee to chest as you begin to transition to warrior two. Left palm up, reverse warrior. Begin to lift and straighten, lengthen through both waists as you work your way into your triangle pose. Lifting up, reverse triangle. Circling those arms, step back, vinyasa through that half series flow. Arriving in down dog. Looking forward, feet to the top, and fold. Dropping your hips, arms extend. Sit back into that chair pose. Pick up that left foot, cross it over. Standing pigeon or one leg chair. Lifting that knee to the chest, open up, warrior two. So we're just going to add on to this series. Right palm up, reverse warrior. Lifting up, moving into your triangle pose. Reverse triangle. Really using these core muscles here in this flow. Good. So this time, return to warrior two. So we're going to add on a twist. I want you to bring that back arm forward, lift that back heel. We're returning to warrior lunge. Now start to drop your arms. Take your right arm behind you, left arm forward. Now start to reach forward. Take that left hand to the inside of the foot into revolved warrior lunge. Bringing that hand down, rise right back up to warrior two. So that's option one. I'm going to show you one more option if you want to go a little deeper. Come into warrior lunge, lift that back heel. Start to twist by dropping that right arm behind you. So you already know where we can go, but if you choose, start to lean forward and hook that left elbow outside the right knee. Come into your prayer position. So if this is too intense, you just take that left hand to the mat and right arm up. Untwisting, stepping back, Vinyasa flow. Let's take some breaths in down dog. Maybe notice the difference between the right and the left. Sides of the body, breathe. Looking forward, feet to hands. And fold. Drop the hips, arms reach up, chair pose. Crossing right over left, standing pigeon. Knee to chest, step back, warrior lunge. Excuse me, warrior two. Left palm up, reverse warrior. Lifting up, moving into triangle pose. Really lengthen. You're welcome to add some extensions here. Reverse triangle. Rebend that knee, warrior two. Now circle those arms. You're going to come back to warrior lunge. Let's add on our twist. So start to turn your gaze. Left arm drops behind you. Right arm reaching forward. Now start to lengthen forward. Take that right hand to the inside of that foot. Revolve lunge. Taking that hand down, rise right back up into warrior lunge. So let's make that second option. Extend those arms. Now start to lean forward. You can hook that elbow, bringing the palms together, or take that right arm down, left up. Untwisting, stepping back, half series flow, or take a child's pose or down dog. Let's all take a child's pose. Drop the knees to the mat, sit back, and rest. So if you want to hit that pause button, you can. If not, return to downward facing dog. We're going to step or float to the top of our mat. Lengthen for your half lift. Exhale, fold forward. Rise up, high mountain pose. Bring the hands to the heart center. So one more balanced posture here. We're going to do eagle pose today. Picking up that left leg as high as you can on the thigh, wrapping it around. You could also use a kickstand here. I'll turn to face you so you can see me. You could keep a kickstand or wrap it around, hook that toe. Bring that right arm underneath the left, palms together, or even back of the hands if that's better for you. Lifting those elbows up. Let's release the arms, release the legs, shake that out. Let's try that on the other side. So again, soften. Lift right over left, as high as you can on the thigh. Really squeeze those inner thighs together, bringing everything to the center. And then adding your arms. Practice patience. One more breath. And release. Reach those arms up. Bring the hands to the heart. Let's bend the knees into chair pose. So we're going to lift our heels into balancing chair, but we're just working our way down to the mat. You can always take your hands to the mat for support. Lower it all the way down. Roll back. Boat pose. So just remember here in boat, good posture. You're just balancing on your sits bones. Chest lifted, shoulders back. Let's take the feet to the mat. Incline tabletop. So fingers are forward. Let's open up, pressing the hips up. Eyes to the ceiling. Dropping the hips. Let's do boat pose again. We're going to add a rotation this time. So find your balance. And then start to reach that right arm behind you. And remember, you could always hold on or even take your toes to the mat. Come back to face the front and switch sides. Come back to face the front. You're doing a great job. Give me one more breath in. One more breath out. Dropping the feet, incline tabletop, press it up. Dropping those hips. Just for fun. One more, I promise, then we will move on. Just a little bit more core work here. So abs in tight, back straight, chest lifted. I want you to extend that right leg, then bend it, and then the left. Now try both. Let's do that again. Right and left. One more time, both. And release. So extend those legs, taking those hands behind us. We're going to do an incline plank, or you can bend the knees and do that incline tabletop. So when you're ready, press those hips up. If your legs are straight, point those toes into the mat. Dropping those hips. Let's do a seated fold. So sitting up tall. Exhale, hinge forward and fold. Inhale, just lengthen. Exhale, relax, fold. So start to come up out of that stretch. We're going to do a half heroes pose today. So we're going to start by taking that right foot up to the hip. Now I understand if this is too intense for you, I'm working towards the quad stretch. And you will just take your hands behind you, maybe go to your forearms or all the way flat. I do want to give you an option though, if this is too intense, if you feel knee pain or anything like that, then this pose probably is not for you. You can just roll to your side and grab the foot and pull back. If not, if you're going to be with me in half heroes, use your arms for support as you start to lean back. Then maybe taking it to your forearms or all the way down onto the mat. Just listen to your body. Find that stretch that works for you. So really gently, you're going to start to come out of your pose. Extend that leg out, shake it out. And now let's do the other side. So left foot back by the hip, half hero's pose, or roll to your side and do that quad stretch. Taking your time, maintain that steady breath, and find your pose. Good, one more breath. Start to come out of your stretch. Extend that leg, shake it out. And now we're going to roll it down nice and slow, pulling those ab muscles in, and then hugging the knees to the chest, gently rocking side to side. So let's take the feet to the floor, press your hips up into bridge pose, walking those shoulders together and down your back, maybe interlacing the hands. Releasing, bringing the soles of the feet together. Knees drop open wide, reclining butterfly. Let's try bridge pose one more time. Bringing the feet back, heels down, pressing those hips up, walking those shoulders together. If you added that chest expansion, do it again, but just switch your grip, putting the opposite thumb on top. Releasing the hips down, knees to chest. Gentle rock side to side for a little back massage. Now we're going to cross right ankle over knee. Come into that figure four stretch, reaching through, grabbing behind that left thigh or even up onto the shin. Stretching through that right hip. Taking the foot back to the floor, let's switch sides. Flexing left foot and reach. Relax into that left hip. Just nice stretch here. Coming down, bringing the knees to the chest. Keep that right knee in, extend the left leg out and gently pull it down. Keep lengthening through that left leg and then drop the knee across for your spine twist. Connecting that right shoulder to the mat and turning your gaze down the right arm. Returning to your back, we're going to do half happy baby. So lifting that ankle above the right knee, reach up, gently guide that knee down. Extending the leg, Let's pull the left knee into the chest. Nice gentle pull down. And then across for your spine twist. Coming back onto our backs, half happy baby, ankle over that knee. Gently pull down. Let's release. We're going to hug the knees into the chest one more time. One more little massage here for your back. Giving ourselves time to relax and just practice being right here in this present moment. Coming into Shavasana, our final resting pose, the most important pose of the class. Taking a few minutes for stillness and relaxation. Quiet minds, quiet bodies. I'll be back with you in just a moment. So you're welcome to stay longer and hit the pause button. Or if you're with me, begin to wiggle the fingers, the toes, start to roll those wrists. Take some nice deep breaths. Let's take a full body stretch, reaching those arms over your head, point those toes, lengthen. And then gently soften those knees, roll to your right side, and let's pause. Once again, acknowledging gratitude for our bodies and our time on the mat. And anything else there is that you're thankful for today, I just encourage you to acknowledge that. Then help yourself up to have a seat on your mat. You did amazing, and I hope you feel amazing. Let's take one more deep breath in, reaching those arms up. Bringing the hands to the heart center, and from my heart to yours, Namaste. Have a blessed day, everyone, and thank you again so much for joining me for class. So if you are still around here at the end, I just truly wanted to give you a sincere thanks for joining me for class. If you haven't done so already, please subscribe, comment, share, all the things. I really appreciate it, and it really helps me grow my channel and let me know that you like what I'm doing so I can continue to give you the classes you enjoy. Have a great day.